Hello everyone, I'm Rolls97, and welcome back to Victoria 3. We last left off, well, Two Sicilies did something stupid, because I'm trying to be nice to them, you know, unify Italy all peaceful-like and everything, but no, they gotta be jerks and they kind of, well, started a war. So, the war of the boot is here, I suppose, and in the few days since I have been gone, I kind of had a thought on how to approach this war. As in, as I have naval superiority, and not all my conscripts raised, in the event if I have a naval landing, try and come in, well, flank them, and say, well, granted, this is already low anyways, have a naval invasion occur, where I could probably land down in Sicily, get a landing force down there, and basically have two fronts here and try and pinch them, or at least one of their forces be imbalanced, giving me an edge in the battle. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to actually, first of all, raise some of my conscripts. Probably just some of the bigger ones, like those guys, and I guess probably these two, yeah. Let them raise, and then I'll get a new general coming out. Because the economy is kind of hurting right now. What are we hurting on? Which I do also because we're in war. Raise military wages up a little bit. The economy can handle this. I have faith in it. What else do we need? Like, what is the economy hankering for right now? Well, buy order-wise. Wood. Or I can just go through here. Well, still trains, but we're getting that figured out right now. Looks like it's just that. Clothes. Bullets. Ammo is very expensive. So I could probably have to get another munitions plant going, at least, or order some, I should say. Someone's selling a lot of ammo. Let's see here. Ooh, steamships, lovely. No, but I want, where is ammunition? No one really is, so I'll have to make my own then. Okay, so put that in the build queue, then just a second munitions factory. My munitions, I have one in Piedmont. Let's put one in Tuscany, I guess. That one was profitable. That one, this is actually still building cash. So yes, get another one of those. Pressure caps, explosive shells. Yeah, that's fine. We'll get a second munitions plant to help that expense. And what else could we do here before I get the clock ticking here? Of my industrial goods. I think we need more tools. More tools, more coal. And actually more steel. And engines. So yeah, so let's get that also queued up and get... Well, that's actually already in the queue. That's getting built right now. Actually, both those are getting queued. That's going to be handled. More coal, though. Yeah, Piedmont, probably. Get another coal thing going. I saw we also need more wood. I saw that before, but those are actually getting built as well. So that's handled. And what else do we need? Steel. And also explosives, but we're working on chemical plants. We also get a steel mill running to... Well, Piedmont... Maybe even down in Lizo, in future capital down in Rome. Yeah, let's get steel mill down in good old Roma. That's probably good for a build queue for now. We'll go from there as the war progresses. And for now, what is my Navy doing? Navy. You're on patrol coast for now. Just... I want you to go convoy raiding. Good. Convoy raid and go... Let's see. There or there. Well, this probably gets most of the... This is Central Mediterranean Sea. Yep, so right here. All their trade will just get plundered while I wait for my conscript to raise. Fantastic. Let's slow the clock down a bit because we're in a war, and... let's make sure everyone else is all peachy keen over here before I start letting people go. Their attack. Alright. Let them rip. See, both advancing on each other. Alright, the first battle begins. As our forces are there. Oop, that's that coffin. We're blasting away at each other in the mountains. Looks like we're... Surprise maneuvers, but we're winning right now, it looks like. Conscripts are being raised. Just get another general. Italian HQ. Let's get industrialist man. Supply expert too. Perfect for landing. And direct. All right. Let's see him get some men. He actually has like 20 regiments already. Economy is fixing itself, which is beautiful. All right. Let's prepare for let's get the invasion going. I guess this actually went faster than I thought. So, naval invade. Let's go invade Sicily. And we'll send this force of 20 people at the flank. What else does not pin my journal? We got... Well, that's gonna tick, actually. And also Metropolitan Police. And also because I actually have a good bit of... Well, I'll make some land. Let's also get some more... Brain can't think right now. Administration ruling. Let's get 2 of those. Oh, we got the Vatican. What does that give me? Church strength and more authority enough with having the church. Nice. Which else is going? Can I actually talk to anybody? All my interests are being used. Let's see. Can I have any chit-chats? Chit-chit-chat. Talk to the Swiss. They're cool. It's more expensive probably because of infamy, because of war. Right. Austria. Why's the Germans big? They're chill. Where's the Germans? Why not? Just talk to some people. Who's actually asking for an alliance? I saw that with a corner of my eye. Who's asking? Anyone want one? No? Okay. In the hills, though. The war's going fine up here, at least. Let's see. Well, what's the KD spread currently in the battles? A lot of money still. Currently, the war is costing me more money, but we're killing more. Killing is my business, after all. Are there any governmental stuff I can actually go along here and do now? Forming the government. Too much in that regard. Oh, right. Cultural exclusion still trying to pass. With good odds, actually. Let's see. We're losing... Oh, we got $4 million in reserve. We're fine, I think. A little faster as the war ticks on. How long until the invasion? Prepare the forces in 4 days. Alright, the Navy is off, and they got intercepted in the sea, but my Navy is a much more massive, and we are fighting them off in medium endorsements. Take those, thank you very much. That should probably finish next tick. Is pa-boom, pa-boom. Our guns are roaring. And we're losing interest in the Nile, probably because some ships are being sunk, but I'm not really doing anything over there yet. That's fine, actually. Alright. I think our Navy has decisively won that battle. Good, and got our landing. Beautiful. The flank has worked beautifully, and now we are moving in through Sicily. I sent forces down there to counteract us. With those forces gone down here in Sicily, this force should have better odds. As we actually are making gains down here, it looks like, too. Ooh, we got the official nationality. The state of religion, autocracy, and nationality has become the ubiquitous ideology of the Piedmontine people. There are few who dare to question the absolute authority of the king. So I can get a bunch of autocrat stuff. Which, no, I don't really want to help the landowners because they suck. More Northern Italian loyalists and supremacy, or help the church. More Northern Italian supremacy, that probably will work, so I can get more loyalists, and bam! Now we're popular again. Yay. Fun times. As the invasion down here is actually gaining steam, too, even though we're outnumbered. We just have better quality troops. We have more offense than them. I think we just have better quality soldiers. I think. Same off. Actually, we have less offensive defense. By the way, we are making gains. Oh yeah, their war enthusiasm is plummeting right now. We're about to lose a battle, I think, here, though. Yeah, we just lost. Darn. For an emulation, take off the rural folk, make the French like us, or take off the French. Well, the French can't like the French. The French, but they're kind of cautious toward me. We should probably talk to France for a little bit here. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking to the Germans. I'm talking to the French. Hey, France. We should be chill, bud. The war goes well, I think, so far. All things considered. We're killing more. What's our Navy up to these days? You should keep a patrol. Go back to convoy raiding. So just here you are. Here you are. Alright. Things are going good, it looks like, in the war. Economy's still freaking out a little bit, though, but that's fine. Ammunition price is actually still a little high, but it'll be fine once we get this last bit over here. Anything else high currently? Sulfur's actually a little pricey. More engines we need, though. More engines and more steel. A lot of steel. Order steel mill is getting built currently, which is nice. Tools. Wood. More transportation. We need lots more transportation. I think I'll queue that up, I guess, next. Let's see here. So, let's see here. Where do we actually need the transportation? Better idea. We go in my building, development, trains. Let's see here. Wooden passenger cars. It costs more wood, but make more transportation. Yeah, let's go for that. Wooden rail cars. See if that helps. Or you build more. And also, you'll go to first aid. First aid. Convoy raiders intercepted. Probably another naval battle going on. Oh yeah, our Navy's smoking them. So we got that law just passed, which is lovely. Cultural exclusion. And a new tech, which is great. Now, other law can be passed here. Republic, no. Serfdom. Child labor laws. Could take off the industrialists, but I like compulsory school. But yeah, probably should restrict child labor. Everybody kind of likes that one. So yeah, we'll go with that one. Let's reduce child labor, because unless the kids yearn for the mines, yeah, no, we'll take a no on that one. Yeah, they have lost the will to fight. But no, we definitely have the edge in this war. Oh, this battle. Ooh, we're winning this battle, it looks like. Down in the south. In Sicily. How's the market feeling these days? I kind of tanked the price of, tickets. No, they're still expensive, but now it's sugar. Actually, it's a decent amount of sugar. So I produce my own sugar these days, I think, down in my colony. If I recall. I do. There's a sugar plantation. You're almost taking most of Sicily, too. So the Sicilian campaign is actually going fantastically. Could use some more authority, though. Let's see here. What else is going on? Transportation. Steel's expensive. It's clothes is expensive. Clippers are expensive. Artillery is expensive. Everything's expensive. And also the armor being raised is also kind of killing the economy too right now, but we'll sort it out. Missions plan is running full steam though, which is nice. There we go. Just churning out ammo for our boys. Which this looks like this is like a winning battle right here. It's a dub. Nice. And most of our expense is just the military. That'll go down once the war is over. Another winning battle over here. It looks like it's down in Sicily. Some of our convoys got sunk. That sucks. We have plenty of extra convoys, though, and besides, we're sinking a bunch of their ships. Some of you subjugation, people are sinking things. Got some more tech. I think it was like psychiatry. I didn't see what that was. Sardinian market access is low. I think I'm gonna move my ships to protect Sardinia. Yeah, so great convoys over by Sardinia instead. Gotta protect it. 1717. Ultimatum. Back down. Let's see, I could probably... Armed Forces issue a stern ultimatum toward party line on child labor. Tick somebody off. Exile them. Landowners, they're pretty happy right now. I don't really care about them. You're radical. I never make a mistake. That's fine. Alright, I think we've actually fully captured most of Sicily, and we're now actually moving into tip of the boot down by Calabria. Tip of the boot. All the writing is up to there's a massive war going on right now, so we're making money because we're clear on our construction queue. But we can actually probably without the war fix this fix. Well, we actually mostly need just paper and transportation. That's fine. Let's get a paper mill going right now. I can lower paper costs. Let's get a paper mill in Piedmont. Get a paper mill, and then, like I was saying, we definitely need more trains. So let's go to building, development, rail. Add more, I should say. Sardinia needs rail, definitely. Sardinia some rail. And Lizo some rail. And Gaboon could probably use some extra rail. Small. Actually, let's give extra rail to... Add 2 in Lizo, why not? Extra rail in Umbria, there we are. Need some more railroads built. But I know locomotives are still expensive too. Get another train factory getting built too. Another motor industry. More choo-choo. Those built in Amelia. Actually, no. Piedmont one. And textiles, Tuscany. And I saw the clothes was expensive. Standard of living these days. How's it going? What are people hurting for? Now we're on the red monies. It's not good. Liquor, grain, groceries. Clothes is a killer. Grain's expensive, actually, too. I need more grain. A millet farm. Yeah, in Gaboon. 2 millet farms. Plenty of grain coming over from overseas. That should be okay, then. Don't like being in red monies, though. It's not good. Let's see here. Good progress is being made, because I think, yeah, these guys are kind of... The missions might be almost out of equipment. It's from imports. Music to my ears. Well, acclaimed artist. I could fund them for extra prestige or take some people off. I mean, I'm kind of hurting for money right now, but it's a 5-year expense too. I can't really afford that right now. Sorry, bud. Late prestige hit. It's okay, though. Normally I would, but in this case, I cannot do that. Let's see, how is the overview of the war going? They've taken more casualties and stuff. The war's been more expensive for us, though, however. Which is, you know, not so great. As they have the floating... of course, the famous floating cannon batteries. How famous of those. In this battle, we're still just doing a lot more than them. So, are there any kind of changes I can do in my... and stills, pot stills. I can't really do anything to help. Shift these around a bit. Sewing machines. Die for that. Glass. No one's really using glass here. Nothing much I can really do, looks like. Out in the rural department. Nitroglycerin's just not worth it. Dynamite's better. Banana train. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Let's more kabooms. Kapows. This was... we have a much more massive front... or front edge, I should say, over here in the south. Great, which means the plan is working. Let's see. Well, yeah, I'm sure then, because we have captured Sicily, they probably don't have access to all this stuff. His GDP is getting a lot hurt. Am I still going up? His is just leveled out. This isn't good. Also, while it's still in my head, I'm going to actually back up that distribution, please. Peace deal proposed. What is your proposal for peace? White peace, no. You started this, and I'm making it pay for this one. My economy can handle this. The war's almost over, and you know it. Which my, where's my infamous? Probably from, yeah, the claims I'm making. There we go, yep. Closing the ring on him now, it looks like. Especially when we're getting out of the mountains down here in the south, it looks like. Ancient plants going up beautifully. It's got more tech as well. More of his convoys have been sunk. As of our convoys as well. There's heavy fighting going on down here in Salerno. Interesting times. Well, that's all playing out. What else is going on in the world these days? Austria's hanging out. It's like Tripoli over here went to join France, which is nice. Persia's just chilling. Russia's just hanging out. It looks like Sweden's off of... or Norway's off of Sweden these days. They're split, it looks like. Was he owned by the Austrians? So I guess he's now with Austria, which is kind of scary. So steel railway cars. That's beautiful. Let's see here. Cars up here. Britain kind of did some stuff down in India, it looks like. Got the actual Raj hanging out. What else is going on? Britain's actually having a lot of fun down here in, like, toward, like, East Africa. Let's see here. Siam's not much going on over here in the Pacific yet. Papua, I could go and take that at some point. It's a colony. Well, the Americas are kind of chill. Yeah, the U.S. does not like me. Rude. The other than that, the world's kind of chill. I don't like the fact that Austria has Norway, though. That might make that fight a little more tricky. He's in, like, negative war score now. Oh, he's willing. He's tapping out. But all my stuff. So, yep, propose. Give in to my demands, and the war's over. There we go. Italian leadership, Campania, Abruzzo, as well as war reparations to totally screw your economy. Fantastic. There's a lot of radicals. We'll fix it. So we'll probably get this tech going here. Let's see here. Shift work's actually pretty good though. It's 5 years though. It's still kind of far out. Dynamite, fertilizer, baking powder. My baking powder wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, honestly. Paper bleaching. That is. I don't really have much terms for dye. Society. Anything I want down here? Realism. Guess we could go for baking powder, I guess. As the economy will now recover. So pick up the speed 5 as war's over. And let's just get these guys all nice and integrated in here. Welcome to Italy. No decisions I can do yet. As the economy's trying to figure itself out, I should also probably have a... Where is the button that does... There we go. It's a production methods. You're all now in line. Alright, now that the war's over, we need to figure out the economy, get this thing working again. There'll be a lot of cranky people. Let's just first lower that down a bit and see what is people crying about. What is expensive? What is the ales? Well, transportation's one of them. It's very expensive, as is paper, clothes, groceries are expensive, wood's still expensive, everything's expensive. Sulfurs are really expensive. Iron, like everything. Sugar's not too bad. Weapons are going down now probably because, well, we don't need them because, well, war's over. Definitely let's get any more paper. Of course, all these buildings haven't sprung to life yet. Yeah, a lot of these buildings are still springing to life. We definitely need more paper. Paper. That going in Piedmont. We also need more sulfur, which my sulfur mine's down here. Which that's actually ramping up, so sulfur mine too. And like everything. Iron, coal, steel. Whole shebang. It's the more mainland iron mines. Tuscany is a big pile of iron. Yeah, build like 4 iron mines in Tuscany. Coal mine there. I'm at building rail and Piedmont. They're getting more. Yeah, build. Yeah, extra rail over there. It's also, yeah, the economy's also grown because we've eaten more. We need wood. Might as well just max out Umbria. Let's max that out. Alright. Can't pay at the banquets. Let's just go for... Yeah, this one instead. Fun times. A lot of this is just from recently conquered. That'll go down over time and infamy. But hey, we won the war, and now we are, well, I believe, firmly established as the main power in Italy. Which is nice. You're probably angry at me, aren't you? Yeah, belligerent. And a minor power. But I am willing to let bygones be bygones. If the rest of your state will submit to me. Yeah, they're cranky. A lot of turmoil. Ooh, the French are colonizing Congo now. They competing with me? They are. Interesting. They want to invest more in my colonizing efforts than I have to compete with the French now. Popular outreach. Yeah, sure. Why not? Alright. These are looking good. So how did the military grow too? Yeah, the military is now definitely bigger from eating, while some still have 115 soldiers. Lol. He has a lot more. He has like 200 soldiers. Things are looking good, though. America and France do not like each other. Let's see here. A lot of transportation. Expensive. Market asking low probably due to that paper and iron are expensive. Standard living in Romagna and Umbria. And there's also recognition of accomplishment. Get the industrialist. Why not? Plenty of padding. Investment pool's going up though, which is nice, which we're still growing. Minor interest. Just let these people argue. They're kind of cranky. Let's make the bourgeoisie feel better about themselves. They're a little cranky. What is Austria's political? Do you have any allies? He owes an obligation to the Chinese, actually, funnily enough. Personally using with him. Rivals the British and the Germans. And custom union with Bavaria. Interesting. And our colonial institution is better, but I want that even better, which I need more bureaucracy for that, though, unfortunately. Oh, well, at least the colony should be growing a lot quicker now, right? Well, a little bit. Faster than the French's, at least, or I hope. Our northern colony is doing great, though, up here. In Cameroon. Maybe I can import or export. There are some unproductive trade routes, so let's just get rid of those. Now, game, what are you saying I should be doing here? I could sell some warships. Sell a bunch of warships to the Russians. Sure. Can sell the meats. No, not really. Chairs. Sell some chairs to the Spanish. Why not? Have some chairs, Spain. Furniture. Why not? Sell some chairs to the Russians, too. And I import a lot of things. Can import a lot of clothing, though we are making our own here shortly. I can import a crap load of iron. We do have iron mines being built. Yeah, our economy's starting to catch up with itself. Standard of living going right now currently. Is it better? Because I know I do have that extra grain coming in. Grain is so expensive. Grain is like, yeah, grain is super expensive. We need more grain. Let's see here. I'm telling a newsletter. At least I'm seeing about this dude. Armed Forces man. More success chance or church. Well, how are you feeling about me? Well, church probably loves me right now. Oh, actually kind of neutral. Yeah, let's help the church out. Why not? Old churchy church. A bruiser has some turmoil, though. Fight us from people being cranky. Diplomatic play in the Baltic. What are you up to? Two things. Runs with some stuff going on over there, and he wants to go and subjugate Denmark. Okay, so the British are attacking the Danes. That's fun. Actually, I'm building. That's that. Oh, administration. Lovely. Got breach loaders. Free. It's fun. Should I help my military construction by chance, or no? See, where is my buildings? Urban. Probably in army. Yeah, breach loaders. Yeah, those are really expensive. Can't really afford those yet. Reinforced vessels. I can almost actually do reinforced ships. In time. We don't need that many clippers. Actually, if we're hurting for clippers, actually, I might try that and see how that does. Instead of building more shipyards. Clippers are a little pricey, but not terrible. Matter of fact, I can actually probably get away with selling more warships, truth be told. I'm gonna do that, actually. I think let's go here. Where are my warships? Man of Wars. Sell a bunch of them to the Germans. Yeah, liquor's expensive. Grain, groceries. Alright, we can put another grocery. Food industry. Tuscany. Yeah, it's probably fine. There's no way I can actually increase productivity of these darn things, right? Pot stills and patent stills, so that requires more sugar and glass. Well, if we can get the pot stills, I can start importing gross amounts of sugar. So I can actually do that for my colonies. See, instead of that, actually, it's a better idea. Focus on the law. Increase sugar production in the colonies. So I guess like 4 more sugar plantations. Not like 4, get like 3, probably better. GDP is still growing, I believe, correct? Oh yeah, it's skyrocketing. Yeah, if I wasn't building, we'd be making a lot of money right now. Lots of imports. The British are buying stuff from me. Big war actually brewing right now, looks like. Most interesting. Let's see, let's get another investment in my colonial administration. My colonies rolling. Definitely going for shift work next, though, if I can. That's just too good. Let's see here. How much more space do we have to colonize here? Unless that... I can establish more colonies. Or not, I can't. A lot of wood there. Or hardwood, at least. It's growing pretty good, though. Losing a lot of money, though. A lot of cheddar. It's cost. This is this building material cost? Government wages. Interest. It's just stuff we're hurting on. It's in the law police. Lead's in demand. Like, everything is in demand. See, it was like, it's like mostly tools. A lot of coal, actually. Coal and iron are the big in-demand items. Like, industrially speaking. I could lower prices by importing coal. Oh, we're actually making money now because we're not building as much, but... Let's just get... It's more coal. We need, like, all the coal in the world. 4 more coal mines. And, like 6 iron mines. I think maybe for a bit, I'll just let the investment pool build. For a bit, just to get us out of this hole for a little bit. I'll stake things that, like, both things that are essential, like infrastructure. The thing that we're actually hurting for. That I don't know if the pool will actually go for. For steel rail cars, too. But that's actually be really boon for the economy. That'll actually tank the price of... Well, I am building more of that, so let's just try it. I go for steel railway cars. Unavoidable industry. Yeah, let's just... Yeah. Appease the workers. The price of steel probably just jumped. Fruit to thy labor. Make the army happy, sure. Oh, you're making more money, looks like, because of these steel cars. And now I'm guessing price of wood's probably gone down, but steel is... Well, wood's actually still expensive, but steel's probably, like, hot commodity these days. Yeah, it's steel. Can I actually change my build process to make steel more efficiently? Have I done that yet? Let's see here. No, I need open hearth process. Recipe process is getting the job done, though. However. And so we have another steel mill in the works. We're going to be flooding the market with coal, though. We're good on engines. The price of engines is actually... Actually, it's slow probably because steel's so expensive. So things are actually quieting down in the market, which is good. I'd rather not have to lower anything if I could help it. All that coal's coming online now. The price of coal should be crashing now. There you go, that's a lot more under control. Let's see, yeah. Services are actually really cheap, actually, these days. Huh. Wheat's actually, it's a little expensive, not too crazy. Groceries are kind of expensive, though. So not all that sugar, can I actually, if I hit the button... Pot stills. I actually bring down liquor prices, actually. By clause. Let's see here. Talk to the church, sure. Let's see here now. That actually eats up groceries. I need more groceries, not less. Baking powder. That will actually help a lot once we get baking powder. We have uprising in Senegal. Fun times for everybody. Which reminds me, can I now actually move the capital to Rome? This time has passed. Get actions. Change the capital. Let's see. Only an incorporated state in homeland. Oh, okay. I'm not Italian yet. I can't make Lizo the capital. Okay. So the question is, how much more of Italy do I need? A lot of rivalries stuff going on too. Can't go on alliance, lol. How much cost card? I know he would never join my customs union. He never would. Yeah, no, because he freaking hates me. And we're infamous. He's belligerent. I mean, don't make me destroy you. Economy's feeling better about itself. Australia's saying hi. Oh, I was like, yeah, Britain is beating the crap out of Denmark. Or Denmark. What do they do wrong? Yeah, MLS let this kind of recover for a bit. And just let the investment pool do all the work for me so I don't have to worry as much unless... Only thing I'll build, if need be, just more infrastructure. Well, let's see here. Do we need more infrastructure anywhere? Building, development... Do we need trains or ports? Sardinia could use some. Yeah, let's build a train over there. That's all we're building. And that should be it. Abruzzo can use something else. Build a port over there instead. Abruzzo. Let's see here. Abruzzo. Take a port. There we are. Ultimatum. Oh, gamble. Ooh. Didn't work. The industrialist is trying to preserve child labor. That's funny. Funny, funny, funny. Now, things seem to be going quite well here now. Is Kurt Would be a good time to go after? Is he with the British? Yeah, Austria's with the British in this one. There's importing my guns though, which is nice. Like, I just figured out how to wiggle the map. Wiggle, wiggle. Got the Russians over there. Hey, Germany. How you doing? We're almost a great power. Which is nice. Lots of turmoil, though. Gross. Yeah, let's make... Yeah. The police up, and as well as... Ooh, hooray. Improve colonial administration. And you get chemical bleaching. For our glass work, and paper bleaching. Which is nice. Very good. Very good indeed. This colony is probably now rocketing now. Back in the green. Just gonna leave that alone. Good times all around here. How many people are actually here these days? 36 million people. Fun times. And we passed child labor. Hooray! Our kids aren't dying. Fun time. And although there's a revolution now, let's enact poor laws. Which, I mean, I'm honestly not against that, to be totally honest. Let's see here. Hang on. Poor laws. That just make them angry and upset. Yeah, everyone wants some kind of social security. I'm actually totally on board with that. Yeah, sure. British colonies in Cameroon. Jerks are in my space. Got baking powder and psychiatry. Fun times. So where's the British colony in Cameroon? Are they just going probably up here? I am. They don't just cut me off. Be very rude of them. Ooh, Tripoli broke off from France. Ooh, I could probably do that actually. Just go in as absorb Tripoli. Where's my current infamy sitting? It's going down. It's still like 20, but not horrid. But first thing I want definitely is shift work. 3 years. There we go. Perfect. That's what I want. Organized crime. Ah, great. I got the mob. Yeah, I'll have to pay for that one, I guess. Frickin' mob. More texts are slowly spreading to us, but I think all things considered, things are looking pretty happy right now. The economy's pretty chilled out. We're getting new technologies. Oh yeah, much happier economy. I just have to wait a bit so this can well, you know, come back down. As we have $7 million in credit, which I'll probably, yeah, that'll be fine as well, yeah. And I'll like, the investment pool can now build for me as we have, well, it's actually still growing. Like a gold reserve as well, yeah. France and Russia are now yelling at each other. Everyone's yelling at everybody. Let's see, prices are beginning to go down. I could probably change the paper process to make paper. Can I actually do that? Let's see here. Building. Where's my paper mill? Paper. No, it's too expensive. Sulfur. Plus, I have good access to sulfur, which is fine. But baking powder. Yes. Give it the baking powder. So how is that affecting the market currently? But yeah, groceries are now cheap. Perfect. What are you people hurting for these days? Booze and grain. Like, all the grain. Yeah, we need more millet. Our people are kind of like starving to death, which is fine. If that's worth building, let's get more. I'll say and build any local wheat. I can build some wheat locally. Get some more millet. From the old plantation farms back in the colonies. Import wheat. Let's build it locally for now. Let's get that built down in, I don't know. Amelia has a lot of throughput on wheat. Like, not like 5, it's like 4. 4 more wheat farms. Fertilizer's actually cheap too, right? Oh yeah, fertilizer's cheap. So to get the fertilizer tech, that would actually be huge. We're not doing that. We're doing shift work. Yeah, we're doing the wheat because this is kind of, you know, a matter of, hey, people are kind of starving to death. Let's actually kind of give them some food on the table. Oops. Yeah, groceries are now, yeah, not that bad. We should go down and wooden clothes. Which is fine. But I think for now, I am going to call it a part here. in the glorious Italian campaign. And I guess next time we shall just continue. Keep on keeping on. But until then, I've been Melznet97, and this has been Victoria 3. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice rest of your day.